Okay, welcome to the director's commentary for Bob the Hamster in the Crypt of Baconthulhu. My entry for the 2009 Terrible Games Contest. Move out of the way. Picture of me. Once upon a time, Bob the Hamster and his friends gathered for a picnic in the park. "Hey, everybody, what did you bring?" asked Bob. "I brought bacon and egg sandwiches," replied Dusty the Wiener Dog. "I brought my specialty," said James, "bacon dogs." "Your specialty?" asked Havoc. "Dude, bacon dogs are my specialty. Behold, prosciutto-wrapped bacon dogs on soft sourdough rolls with a rich tomato mustard sauce. And I made the hot dogs myself, out of more bacon." Okay, bacon dogs are good. We can all use more bacon dogs, even though James's bacon dogs look like they came out of a can, said Bob. "Well, I brought a salad," said Mara, "but it has an awful lot of bacon bits in it. I mean a lot." "What a coincidence!" exclaimed Bob. "I brought a 2-liter bottle of bacon juice and a 12-pack of bacon cola," which I meant to draw here, but I ran out of time. "Oh, gosh," said Mara, "this is too much bacon. We're going to make ourselves sick. Maybe I can pick some of these bacon bits out of my salad." "No way," said Bob. There's no such thing as too much bacon." And so Bob took a helping of every dish and crammed them into his mouth all at the same time, which I also wanted to draw but ran out of time. "Oh, I don't feel so good. No! Oh, what is happening to me?" And the game begins. The dungeon lives and grows. I actually used random passage generation here. The dungeon has matured, so in that amount of time, I created the whole dungeon. It happens in the background. I actually could have walked around if I wasn't so busy talking. So every time you play this game, the dungeon is going to be completely different. I used a recursive function for this, so it actually starts at your starting point, and it moves outwards from the starting point, building passages one tile at a time. Although it does this very fast, it's actually doing, I believe I made it do something like 50, off the top of my head, like 50 passages for every game tick. And there are, oh, get out of the way, James. Oh, where's my mouse cursor? No. Okay, hold on. Yes. For every game tick, there's like, anyway. The point is that it's a recursive function, and I actually strained the limits of the OHRRPGCE's built-in plot script interpreter, which only allows a maximum of 127 levels. Oh, crap, I almost died. I almost lost all my stamina. The green meter is stamina, the red meter is life. Found a sword. I strained the limits of the plot script interpreter's recursion level, and so I actually had to make it keep count of how many levels it was recursing into using a global variable, which was hacky. Let's see, equip that potion. If I press X while playing, I'll be able to drink that tonic. When I was playing Finruler Norris's game, I was struck by the similarities in what he and I both tried to accomplish. We both used battle systems where we fight the enemy directly on the map. We both used the standard equipment system, but had it assigned to special keys. So I thought that was interesting that we were kind of thinking alike in some aspects. Recursion. What was I saying about recursion? And was it interesting? Oh yeah, so I got to do something about that in a future version because I had to detect the recursion level and keep it from going too deep. And I actually uncovered a fairly nasty crash bug, which I have not resolved. Um, the oh, can't see here. There is some sort of bug in the engine where it seems to be triggered by lots of other scripts running on top of a deeply recursive script, which also happens to be doing occasional waits. Um, Except it's not that simple. And the scripts in this game are so complicated that I haven't yet gone back and tried to narrow it down to a reasonably simple test case. And it's a memory corrupting bug, which is the worst kind because you get a stack trace to when you try to debug it, you get a stack trace that tells you where the crash happened, but that doesn't tell you where the memory corruption happens. That just tells you where the memory corruption caused a crash, but it could have happened at some earlier point. But I digress. So you wander around in this dungeon and you collect gold, and there's so much gold. I was kind of thinking of Pac-Man when I put all these gold things in here. One of the things that inspired me was the idea of trying to make a randomly generated Pac-Man-like maze. But I didn't get as far as like power pellets that suddenly make it easy to kill the monsters or anything like that. Because the other inspiration I was thinking of is roguelike games. Roguelike games are traditionally turn-based, so I think the fact that this is real-time, you don't take turns with the enemy, disqualifies it as being a true roguelike. But it's similar. It's also missing some other roguelike features like item identification and being really incredibly vast. But yes, vastness. But one feature that I did add is, I'm going to stand here and let this pink plip kill me, is save scumming, which actually is considered a bad thing in, okay, I died, in roguelike games. You're not supposed to save and continue like you can in so many other games. Alright, I'm going to save scum rather than starting over. And it warns me, if you choose to save scum, you can continue from where you died, but you will not be able to get the best ending. Yes, continue. Okay, you have been branded a save scummer, it says there. So now I can continue freely as many times as I want, but I cannot get the best ending now that I've died once. And if anyone chooses to play this game, which I'm sure you will be able to find soon by Googling Bob the Hamster and in the Crypt of Baconthulhu, if you can figure out how to spell that. If anybody plays this, I really encourage you to take the time to try and beat it without dying even once and get the good ending, because it's really special and heartwarming. This area over here where now how do I get over there? One feature of the random map generation in this is that it is always possible to reach every passage. It's never possible for it to create an area of the map that you can't reach. So, yeah? Oh, that rotten cat. Okay, hold on a second. Now